Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Woo! Welcome to the Bub Army YouTube channel. Anna, so you leave a little bit early yesterday.
I did.
And you go to the gynecologist.
I did.
Now, please, I want everybody to understand that the questions I'm going to ask Anna, I'm not trying to make her feel bad about herself. I just don't know about anything when it comes to what they do at the gynecologist's office. So I'm going to ask some questions. And please, understand that
Feel free.
They're all under the guise of it's
medical.
It's all medical. I'm not trying to be street or straight.
No.
Yeah, right. So you get there to the gyno.
Yeah.
And then they put you in a room. And do they tell you?
Well, they do a lot of preliminary stuff.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Before you get in a room?
Yeah, well, you're in the room and then the nurse asks you a bunch of questions about your history and everything like that.
And
it had been a long time.
And those questions, I think, because they're getting ready to inspect your vagina and your female.
What? They do that there?
No, Blitz. But I think they ask you. Oh. So Anna, how sexually active are you?
Oh yeah.
So can you give us the questions? Go ahead.
Well, first off, the nurse that took
Is
me
it a female nurse?
Yeah, everyone was a female in there.
All right, okay.
So
they asked about your 2000 or 1999 Camry with 3,000 miles on it?
So the nurse takes me in, and she legitimately, she's one of the homeliest, ugliest people I've ever seen in my life, which no problem, no judgment. And
older or younger?
So you were already turned on?
Correct.
Younger or older?
Much older.
All right.
And she had a voice, she had a mask on, so I didn't know what was going on underneath the mask, but she sounded like those people in the Truth commercials with a voice box.
Oh,
so really? She smoked about 2 packs of Marlboro.
It sounded because every time she asked me a question, she would have to go, and then she would be like, wow, when was the last time you had sex?
No, when the last time you had sex?
How sexually active are you?
Right. So a 5-minute series of questions turned into a 30-minute series of questions.
How often do you masturbate?
She didn't ask me that.
When's the last time you had sex?
Am I supposed to answer?
Yeah.
Well, I told her that it's been a year and a half, and the look on her face, I immediately looked at the expression on her face, and there was severe judgment.
So hold on. So Anna,
from this old
Anna,
little do you know it's weekly for me.
Anna,
daily. I got it late last night.
Anna.
Yeah.
I love the breath. By the way, let me think. Do it again. So, Anna, does it maybe concern you that the ugliest woman in the entire clinic who has stage 5 throat cancer is more sexually active and gets zoinked out at your answer than you?
I don't have throat cancer. It was physical damage. My husband really hurt me.
He was an ex-NBA player. So, Anna.
Yeah. I had an existential crisis while I was in there.
Anna, I mean,
it's bad, Papa.
I know it is, and you're cute as hell.
I'm so cute.
You're cute as hell. You're funny as hell. Why are you so effed up about sex?
I don't know.
Why?
But the look on her
obviously
face,
she's a bitch.
But Anna, now it's becoming a thing. It's becoming a thing.
Yeah,
now
people know. In the
now
ether.
it's not even cute.
Medical people are judging me.
Right, now it's not even cute.
It's just sad.
It is. It's so sad.
She was sad.
And the reason
she has
why
throat cancer.
Because you are so cute. And so just everything.
I know.
And you just are. Why are you so afraid of the D?
I don't know.
God.
I don't know.
It's almost a thing now. It's like you're never gonna get the D because you're scared of the D.
Yeah, just you and the cats.
I like
This is where it starts. Okay, you're 34. Next thing you know, you're 40. Next thing you know, you're 42.
It's like that song.
And you got the
played.
same, non-looseness about yourself.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Yeah, but that's her and her sexuality talking.
Yep, exactly.
Not her and her son. It's her sexuality saying, "I'm glad you don't have any time for me.
I don't have sex.
I'm glad you don't have any time for me. I'm glad every time I'd like for you to do something with me, it's no."
It's me and my vagina talking.
Yeah. The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
The kitty.
The kitty is, I don't know, it has as much action as on the moon. Don't know when you're coming home.
we'll have a good time then.
Yeah.
Which will never happen to Anna.
Really sad.
The Cat's in the Cradle is not about a man and his son. It's about you and your vagina.
Yeah.
One of the oldest, haggiest, stage 5 throat cancerous bitch with a cane looks at you in a real bad. It looks at you in a really odd way when you said you've not had sex for a year and a half.
I immediately looked at her face. She wasn't facing me, and she did when I said it's been like a year and a half. Her face said like, okay, like that, like her eyebrows went up.
Like she thought you were lying?
Like,
no, she was just like, what a loser.
Oh, or that, or she knows you're a whore based on the dimensions that she's getting, and she knows you're lying. There's probably a lot of loose girls who go in there and be like, I don't, a year. Meanwhile, her boyfriend blasted her in the parking lot before she went in there.
Bubba.
What? It's
when she asked me what my
it's becoming a thing.
Yes.
When she asked you about your form of protection, what did you say?
When she asked me what kind of birth control I was on, I told her I wasn't, like explain my situation.
Did you say dis-smile?
She just she just put abstinence as my form of birth control.
Oh.
She's like, let's just put abstinence.
Oh my God. And she only writes that down 3 or 4 times a year. I mean, oh my God. And
4 times, when she's seeing 14-year-olds.
Hold on. No, yeah. Well, yeah. Or 110. Either grandma or my daughter is the only one that are supposed to be getting that answer. My daughter, who's not of age, and my grandma are the only 2 categories that should be having abstinence.
She she had to specially write it in.
There wasn't
even a checkbox.
There wasn't even a category.
And then she said, no partner presently. I'm like, thank you for writing presently.
Oh, hold on. So you got a abstinence with a no partner present kicker?
Yeah, but she said presently, so like that could change.
Oh, so
she gave me hope.
You know what? Yeah, she's like, you know what? She's cute. She might be able to pull the nose up on being.
We had a chuckle about it. I'm like, oh, thank you for leaving the future a possibility. She's like, oh yeah, no problem.
and she's thinking in her mind, she's pretty smart and funny for a girl that's abstinent. Most girls that are abstinent on it look like me.
Look like her.
Yeah.
Was she big?
I mean,
no.
But what I'm saying, Anna, like that's just not
she's old.
Like everybody's having sex.
Yeah.
Like for real, everybody is. Everybody is. Hold on, let me just take it back. Everybody's either having sex or masturbating. All of humanity.
I do the latter sometimes.
Anna, not like you should. We gave you the most #1 rated masturbatory female device in the history of the world.
It's been a minute since I've done it.
We gave you one of those Hitachis, which, I mean, honest.
Sorry.
You had it for a year.
Yeah.
But I was bleeding.
No, I was just talking to myself.
Oh. You're bleeding on the inside.
Yeah, my heart is bleeding.
Like, your ass is happy.
Huh?
Your legs are happy. Your face. You got a cute little face. Your face is happy, but your vagina is so sad.
Yeah, she got carjacked yesterday.
Most action.
Yeah, she's like, no one give me
South Africa.
Your poor vagina's like, dear Anna, I don't get any natural action, but the only kind of action I get is medical apparatus.
She's writing me Dear John letters,
and I don't like it. I'd like for you to loosen me up a little bit before I get carjacked.
You got carjacked.
And so,
I didn't scream, but I was like, whoa! I said, whoa!
When's the last time you went to the doctor like that?
I know.
Oh, it'd been a long time.
Yeah.
How long?
How long?
Like probably 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years?
Yeah,
You're supposed to go like every 6
Shut
months.
up! I know.
Right,
I know. Shut up! I hate you.
So she's asking. We've gone through the question portion, and then after you got done talking to throat cancer.
She said
throat cancer
Willie.
Yeah, throat cancer Cindy.
Talk box Willie.
Yeah. I really wanted her to take her mask down because I was like, what the hell is going on under there?
So then did she say,
come in this other room?
Come in this other room. So you go to the other room.
And she told me what to do. She's like, take off all of your clothes.
Tell us exactly what she said.
She's like, take off
your clothes.
Take off your clothes.
Yeah.
Take off your clothes. And I was like, okay. And she told me
how to take off your clothes. Like, is that your boobs and everything?
Yeah, you take everything off and you wear one of the pieces of
gowns,
whatever, the parchment paper or whatever it's called. You put it you wear it like a vest, and then you put the other thing like over your bottom half, and then you just wait for the doctor. So
now, when do they stirrup you?
when the doctor comes in.
All right, so you're sitting there.
Well, no, hold on. So I'm undressing, and she's like, okay, well, undress. She leaves, and then I'm undressing. She comes back in.
Oh, that's an old
Doesn't
technique.
even knock.
That's an old technique.
And she's like, I forgot something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, well,
Blitz,
whatever.
that's trying to catch a glimpse 101 there, isn't it?
Yeah, she always forgets something, though.
That's I'm a female lesbian predator 101.
With
Sure
a cane
is.
and a voice box.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot my pen.
Yeah, she forgot to put a label on something.
Right, the old label deal.
Yeah,
right.
old label
What
giving.
Sounds so much more official, If I forgot my pen, that's a little creepy. But Blitz putting a label, labels, you don't think twice about it now, do
I
you?
was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So she got a glimpse of what the fried eggs hanging?
Kind of, but not really. I was like, oh dear.
Like, and now do you take your clothes off, quickly? And,
I was quick.
Are you like the kind of the hot chick that goes one button at a time?
No. I just took
you
everything
didn't seduce
off.
yourself in the doctor's room?
No,
there?
and I left my socks on. I didn't know if that was in.
Right,
the
that's real hot. No,
Okay.
Again,
They're
back to
cute socks.
you act like a 8th grade little boy.
Maybe that's why
anyway,
she came back in to see if she was.
Now you're new. Well, you got the paper gown on, and now are you sitting on the examining table?
I am.
All right.
And I'm not happy about it.
So you're sitting there, and
Very
then
nervous.
does the doctor walk in like Kramer, like, oh hey?
She kind of did. She kind of had like crazy hair and stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, like, because the doctors want to walk in like they're just coming from something real busy. They don't want to walk in like they were just in the break room,
Right.
and made you wait 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually very quick.
Right. So she comes in.
Maybe like I'm on the table for like 3 minutes.
Okay, but hold on. You got to tell us how she gets you on the table.
Well, I was sitting on the table.
All right. So then she comes.
She rolls in like Kramer.
Now, what does she
On
look
stage?
like? What does she look like? She dropped the N-word.
What?
Yeah, she's Kramer on stage. She kept dropping the N-bombs.
Kramer stand up. Say it.
Yeah.
Kramer stand up. Laugh Factory Willie.
Yeah. Was it Kramer Laugh Factory Willie?
Yeah.
The stand-up kicker? Yeah. Or was it, when he was doing the Seinfeld?
It was more Seinfeld.
Okay, so she Seinfeld's in.
She Seinfeld's in. She actually kind of looks like Elaine, like had the crazy curly hair and everything.
I like that.
Yeah.
And
I thought she was Jewish, but then I looked at her name. Well, she could be Jewish, but I think she was Latin.
Right.
Maybe
So
she
she
just
come in now.
married
Does
a
she
Latin.
start?
Heaven forbid she was married and took
Now,
the other guy's
is
name.
she medical?
Jesus.
She had an accent too.
Is she medical or is she old girl about it? Like, is she like, okay, girl, listen, man, we're gonna get through this pretty quick, or
She's not from the Bronx.
If she did that, you better put your clothes back on and leave.
But like, what's
she
the
was a Cardi
first?
B.
What's the first?
What's up,
thing?
bitch? Why you on the table?
Man, my
Was
G
she
kicked
J-Lo
out
from the
wide,
Bronx?
bitch. Why ain't you whapped out?
She's looking through my records, all
So hold on
mad
now.
at me.
Like Lizzo.
So hold on now.
Yeah, like Lizzo.
Tell us what. So she rolls in like Kramer.
Yeah.
She looks a little Elaine-ish.
Elaine, yeah.
And she said, "What? What does she say?"
She's like, "Hello." I said, "Hello." And
hold on, you parroted her.
no, I was really nervous.
Right.
So,
But it was like that. But it was that girl. It was that girl stuff. Like, hi.
no, she was very business.
Oh, hi.
She wasn't. I thought she was gonna be
Hello.
like, "Don't worry, it's fine." But she was like, "All right, let's spread them." Basically.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Yeah.
I'm almost there. Hang on.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So anyway, all right. So,
Oh, wow.
sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
So Anna, so she comes in. She comes in.
I didn't know Bubba recorded it.
You don't know that I was right there. I record the damnedest things at times. A lot of times they get me in trouble.
He was in the doctor's
When
office.
you said you were in
thing.
your office, bro, I didn't know you meant doctor's office.
Yeah, he was in the doctor's office.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm right there. Anyway, so,
In the cupboard.
so Anna, she comes in and she says hi, and you go hi, and
Yeah.
then she probably gets to the instructional stages, right?
Yeah, she asked me a few questions. I blacked out. I honestly don't even remember what they
Anna,
were.
come on.
It was like similar stuff. Like, when was the last time you? It was nothing new that I hadn't been asked earlier
I
by
understand.
Voice Box Willie.
I know.
Did she
She just
judge
wants you to
you
make
too?
you. She just
She wanted to confirm. She's
Hold
like,
on.
"When was the last time you had sex?"
No.
And I told her.
Hold on. Shut up. Cancer Willie went back to her and said, I just want to let you know the girl in room 4 says
This bitch is lying.
she says she's abstinent. I'm sure your medical examination will be able to verify whether she's had any action on the vagina or not. So she reason why she asked you
She asked me again.
is because she did. It's probably the whole entire scuttlebutt up front.
I
all
bet
the
you're
girls,
right.
All the girls are like, hey, room 3 is abstinent.
Yeah, and she wanted to know, like, not an exact date, but she's like, what month and year?
So, hold on, the cute girl in 3 abstinent. Really, cute girl in 3 is abstinent? Yeah.
She hasn't
That
been to
bitch
the
is
doctor
lying.
in 4 years.
Elaine rolls in. She says, "Hey, girl," and then she goes through. So it's really been a year and a half since you had sex.
Well, she's like, when was the last time you had sex? Like, she like questioned me on it. So I told her, and it was obviously congruent with what I told the woman previously.
Right.
Because you had your life
like, all right.
So she just kind of gave you like a smart, all right.
She's like, all right. So she puts the
do you think there's
clipboard down and got to work.
Do you think there's some girls that answer that like in the parking lot? My husband and I, quickie.
I mean, if you're truly to be honest,
I mean, probably say earlier today.
Yeah,
or
this morning or yesterday.
But like Blitz, there are some girls that probably get one in right before. I mean, just as a rib.
As a rib to the gyno.
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, hey, if I take it to the gyno as a rib, can we do it?
I mean, I'm sure there's been somebody, but I can't imagine it's very
So
common.
Anna, at this point, after you answer the question, she says, all right, now she starts giving you the instructions.
Yeah, she's like, so she comes over to me.
Hold on, I feel as if I'm so far behind.
Just a little bit.
That I need to hold off the instructions. Like Blitz, I deep tease, Anna's gynecological instructions with a spreader and her vagina being carjacked.
And a booby toucher.
Next. Oh, she bean dipped you?
She did.
She did?
Yeah.
Wow.
She found him?
With a bean.
Shut up.
Anna, you're at the gyno yesterday. We got it all built up to where the first segment was the uncomfortableness of the cancer-ridden throat voice box.
Cane Willie.
Yeah, literally the most ugliest woman known to man.
She was pretty homely.
Judging you based on the pre-questionnaire, judging you based on your at the end of the day, your abstinence.
Yeah, and she was like leading the witness a little bit when she was asking me questions about like my drinking and stuff. She's like, you only drink like monthly, right? I was like, what? Well, it's like twice a month.
Well, she was trying to call you that you had a drinking problem and that you were, a loser. She was trying to make you feel like a real loser alcoholic, like Lummy.
Yeah.
That's called
trying to make me feel like Lummy.
But I'm getting laid. Oh.
Well,
that's true.
Literally.
That's right.
You're getting laid both ways, aren't you, kid?
Like a spit roast.
I mean,
hey, better than
you're
Anna.
getting splitted. Lummy, you're getting split roasted.
I'm getting split roasted.
So that starts there. Then the doctor flies in and goes over the fact that you are not sexually active, almost kind of like a re-rib.
Yes.
And then she says, okay, let's go.
She's like, let's do this.
All right, so what happens then? Because let me just explain that us guys, for the most part, even Johnny Know-It-All Blitz will tell you, we really don't know what happens. I mean, Blitz probably knows how the astronauts got back to back to Earth a few days ago and how it really happened.
I mean,
but we don't really know what happens when we're talking about that.
Okay, we'll go with that. But I have had girlfriends, and we do what's it called? Talk.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Bubba, you want to hear about? Shut up! I don't want to hear anything about what happened to you.
I'm on my typewriter right now.
Yeah, but I went to the gyno and I don't.
That's the last thing I want to hear from you. Am I typing right now? Get out!
Did she say is your plumbing good? Oh yeah, she said yeah.
I said to leave, and you're still standing here. There's a problem.
Did she give you roses?
Bitch, you better get out.
Go get naked and
Coco, get this bitch out of here.
Get your Listen, I got 25 more minutes on this tire. Why don't you be spread and ready at 30? Camera's off.
I can totally. Never mind.
So Anna, she
let me put his head down.
Yeah, of course he did. So Anna, you're there in the gyno deal.
Yeah.
Us guys, and by the way, all the questions I asked you are under the guys. These are all medical questions.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
So at that point, does she have those two? Do they now? Are the stirrups already?
No.
Oh.
They're surprise stirrups.
So they're already. So they're like the hidden stirrups.
Yeah.
That she
She's
hits
like,
this
all right,
button?
let's get started. And she like pulls out like this trick table, and then the stirrups come out under it.
So all of a sudden,
like a transformer.
Like all of a sudden, and she's so real proficient on how to get them all up too. She's like, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah. She's like, pew, pew.
So she puts up the stirrups, and does she say, get in the stirrups?
Well, first of all, she just put up the little table thing. She's like, scoot down. And then she comes up to me, like to my face, and she's like, put your right arm up. And I'm like, okay. And then she rips open my parchment paper jacket.
Oh, so really? Hold on, this is getting a lot hotter than I thought it was going to be. All right.
My blue bee.
Right.
My fried egg, my right fried egg hanging out or poking out, whatever.
She tells you to lift your right arm up. At that time, she opens up your paper gown.
Yeah.
And then starts grabbing your boobs.
Yeah. She's like, have you had no, the one before asked if I had a mammogram ever. I said, no, I could pretty much feel everything that's going on because they're little.
Right.
With paper thin.
If there was a growth, I could probably see it.
Right. If there was any type of growth, if there was even a BB growing in there, you'd see it.
It turned into an A cup.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, and so the doctor is now, examining your right breast.
She's fond of
Does your right? Does your right boob kind of hang over a little bit?
Not when my arm's up. It wasn't a good angle.
Okay, yeah.
So it's even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not at a flattering type deal.
Yeah,
Right.
So it's not even hanging. I mean, it doesn't hang. But you know what I mean?
You don't even got it jockeyed right to look good.
No, it just looks like flat.
Like right now, if you cross your arms, man, you can probably make them look kind of good.
Yeah. See.
But if you put your right arm and one's just flip-flop applesauce over there, it ain't looking so good now.
That's how we hide our man boobs. We put them up.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Anytime you see me crossing my arms, it's because I'm hiding my man tees. Which, by the way, I have like every one of my pictures are me crossing my arms. Every one of my press pictures is an arm cross Willie. Old technique Hogan taught me. So anyway, Anna,
Yeah.
is she bean dipping it, or is she
She's
like
bean dipping. She's like kind of squeezing, feeling, pressing.
right?
You know,
but all medical, right?
Yeah, but
Right.
but the thing is, why I felt comfortable, she didn't look happy about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like she was like, oh yeah.
Now, Anna, do you know? Now you know how
She just was like,
as bad as you feel this exam went.
yeah.
Okay, I mean, like for real. Like you won't listen to me.
But you know what I had to do on Tuesday?
What? Get my butthole checked?
Yeah.
Why did we talk about
This
that?
triggered a diarrhea. No, but Anna, listen to me. Now, as much as you feel this examination went bad because it started with the cancer bitch that said she can't believe you're not getting laid, and then it goes to the examination deal. She reiterates the fact that you're not getting laid.
Correct.
She then starts grabbing on your boobs. You feel as if she's kind of clowning on your T's a little bit.
A little bit.
Right.
And I mean, the T exam was like, 4
Right.
seconds. She was like, oh, that's fine. Oh,
Right.
that's fine.
But can you imagine how big of a turnaround it would be?
If I kissed her?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow.
That's well, actually subconsciously that's where her mind is. That was the first thing that
Of course.
right. But I'm thinking next year.
Yeah.
Next is Cinco de Mayo of 2022.
Okay.
And you roll in there,
Yeah.
and we've gotten you brand new Diacos.
Yeah.
And you're
And I'm
just
all wallered
just
out.
blasting the hell out of Blitz. I mean, just absolutely taking it from Blitz. 3-4 times a week with that 12 and a half deal.
Papa.
That's it. That's all.
And
3,
so
4.
that's not
you
very
then
much.
go next year and you go,
Day.
sexually active, 3-4 times a week. Okay. Ooh, boobs. Looks like a breast.
When was the last
breast dog.
time? He drove me here. Hint, hint.
He's in the waiting room.
Yeah. When's the last time you have sex? Has it
Did you
been
see us go to the bathroom right before I walked in here?
In the bathroom, right
don't
before
you-
I gave a urine sample.
Why don't you get down there and look what's in there?
Oh
If
my
it's easy,
Lummy.
Lummy, that's inappropriate, Lummy.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Too
a little.
far.
That's a
Lummy.
little. That's a disclaimer.
The Love Sponge Show practices healing through humor, consisting of hyperbolic statements and parody on the backside, including the use of disclaimers to cover their collective asses.
Which you could have said, Lummy, to be what I was going to say, Lummy, which is far dirtier but yet clinical.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say my urine sample may have semen in it.
Ew.
Oh.
You could have just said cloudy.
But Blitz, but you could,
And wink.
as long as it's medical, you can be as dirty as you want.
Yeah.
How dirty is that? Anna, when's the last time you had sex? Well, my urine sample will probably have semen in it.
But she's right. You have to wink.
You have to wink.
And you got to be wearing a yellow dress, too.
Yeah.
And you got those brand new 36 double Bs.
Double B's?
No,
What the hell?
No, like 36, a full B. You're 36. No, you're like a 32.
I'm a 34A.
Yeah. So now you're a 34 full B.
Ooh.
34 full B, and you got laid in the parking lot before you walk. I mean, that's
Hell
a
yeah.
huge. That's a year to year. That's that's the same as me losing 100 pounds.
Wow.
Can you imagine what throat cancer will say to you?
Really?
If she's not dead, then
All right. So so the doctor
yeah,
is examining the fried eggs.
fried eggs.
But it's like a 4-8. It's like a 4
I
second.
mean, we're talking
'Cause there's not a lot
for
to-
real.
just a couple of-
Each boobie was probably like 10 seconds less.
Yeah, because
Pow,
there's
pow.
nothing to see there.
She was like, press, we're good.
Good. Now she starts going, down to the reproductive area.
Yeah. She pulled out the stirrups that I saw from nowhere.
Yeah, pium pium.
Like, where the hell did those come from?
Does she say, put your legs in there, or is it just instinctual?
No, she's like, all right, well, go ahead and scoot down. And I did. She's like, more. I was like, okay. She's like, more.
Because she wants that. She wants that ass right on the edge.
She wants it right in her face.
Well,
oh, sorry.
Technically, you're right. I mean, it just was a little bit over, a little much.
Sorry.
So, your legs are in the stirrups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm freaking out right now.
And you got those.
My mask is pulled down, and I'm hyperventilating.
You got those kneecaps on the Friday.
Oh, you could be naked, but you have to have a mask on?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
So would you say that
your give her corona?
Yeah.
Are your knees to your shoulders?
No.
All right.
Not that
She wasn't
steep
giving
squat.
you the gorilla.
All right.
Yeah.
But your knees are what? Like maybe to your fried eggs?
No. Fried eggs would be even more.
Oh.
No, it was like to my hips. Like they were in a line with my hips.
Right. And now at that point, that's just.
Stop that.
Yeah, we can't show that.
Yeah, but I was just giving you the
great.
image.
So at this point, is this where she gets the car jack?
Yeah.
Okay, so she gets.
And I hear it. She cranks it before she puts it in. Like I could hear her like cranking something up.
Yeah.
And I am hyperventilating right now.
Well, it's all in Blitz.
It sounds like a NASCAR impact wrench.
Yeah. I don't even know what that is.
So
for sure.
Well, no, but she's taking this apparatus.
Yeah.
Which is of the speculum.
The vagina car jack.
No, but
with a light willy.
We're gonna.
Does it have a light on it?
It had a light, yes. So it had a
the speculum
flashlight. I almost said flashlight.
We must use a medical term. But the speculum had a flashlight on it?
Yes, it has a little light apparatus.
So she gets the speculum out. And as she's adjusting the speculum to use on your area, you now start hyperventilating because you know that they're getting ready to, where that's going.
I know where that's going.
Right. So she puts that thing.
She like cranks it before she puts it in. I don't know. She's like twisting something.
Right. She's getting it down.
Yeah.
The girl before you had 4 kids.
Right. Exactly.
Blitz, they had it on 4-kid mode, right? They have to. She has to go from 4
scale down.
She's got to go from 4-kid mode to
abstinence,
super glued shut mode.
Yeah, to Mormon.
Yeah, she had a paper towel. She was just wiping it off. Hadn't been cleaned in a while.
Well, she's probably getting out of the autoclave. They got to sterilize that stuff, or they just take a lighter.
Hopefully they use a new one, but whatever.
No, they didn't.
All right, so they got the speculum. Now does she have it, in like where it needs to be, and then she starts jacking it?
Well, she kind of like was twisting something before she put it.
Yeah, she was putting it from.
No, because here's the thing. She was cranking something, and then she puts it in, and then she like carjacked me.
All right, she puts it in,
I mean?
and then she has to start winding it out.
It's like a BB gun. You got to pump it up first.
Well, yeah, you got to put it in, and then you got to wind it out. So that she can see the area she's trying to, naturally.
Correct.
Naturally that area doesn't want to,
stay open.
Especially yours.
Yeah, I wanted to stay close.
She's got to get it to where she can see. So that probably Blitz is like 3.5, 4 turns in the right rear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a wedge in it.
So she put some more wedge.
Put a bump stop.
She put a bump stop and some wedge in it. And so she's now got it open.
Yeah. And I let out not a scream, but I was like, ha! Like it was like one of those.
Like a karate deal.
Yeah, karate.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Hi-ya.
I was like, whoa, hey!
Hi-ya.
Like, because it was like a feeling hadn't experienced in a while.
All right. And then what'd she say?
She's like, she didn't really tell me to relax. She was just like, you're fine.
Calm down, bitch.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
You're fine.
And I was like,
and
I thought she was going to be a little more nurturing.
And in her mind, she was like, what a snowflake and no getting laid, uptight. What an uptight bitch.
You would have cranked it up too.
Even a speculum. She's even a Anna.
Well, it's not like you're like lubed up, ready for action. You're scared.
You may never want to have sex again if a speculum is too much for you.
Well, it's not like it's not like she bought me dinner and like was rubbing my back before we got it done. She just cranked me up.
Oh, that's what it takes.
Yeah, she just laid out.
Dinner and a rub in the back.
Blitz is bringing his massage oil for Saturday.
My hot rocks kit.
Yeah.
So anyway, Anna,
nice.
she now upon getting the area ready for her to examine, how does the examination go?
Well, it's it was just a pap smear. So she cranks me up, cranks me out, really.
And then just gets like
then she takes this swab thing.
Called a spatula.
Yeah, and she puts a spatula, and I've had this a few times before, and every time it hurts.
By the way, this is
so
a woman.
bad.
This is a woman describing a medical procedure and a gynecological deal. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
and when they swab it, when it like hits your cervix or whatever.
The seventh man says she was pulling all the weeds out.
She was like lumbing on the pond.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. So
Sad face.
So anyway, go ahead.
So when they've done it before, it hurts so bad.
The spatula.
It like contracts my uterus, and I feel like I'm going into childbirth. So I was bracing myself for that kind of pain, and then when she swabbed
Man,
me,
you're way over the top, man. Now,
like,
how can you
no
just
kidding.
I mean, like you're way over the top.
You haven't had it done. You don't know.
Were you
You
going
haven't had a child either, and you haven't had.
Well, I imagine it feels like that,
All right.
and it's not nice.
So they give you the spatula business, and it's not as bad as you think it was going to be.
It was like didn't hurt at all, and
Right.
I was like, she's like done, and I was like, for real, and she was like, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, you're a pro. I didn't feel that at all. Well, a little, but barely. It was fine.
Yeah.
And I left it. I was.
Wait, what a really
I was fine.
what a way to blurt out what probably every woman says. Man, you're a pro. I didn't feel anything at all.
Yeah. I'm a
Yeah.
doctor. Wait, did you tell her about your frequent urination?
Now, hold on.
No.
So she spatula
Yeah.
There was no discomfort. She did a great job. And now at that point, she's like, do they take the speculum and like, okay, you're good. Like,
Yeah,
and
they
you
just like put it in a little container and they send it to the lab to
Right.
see if it's abnormal.
And at that point, does she as quickly and as swiftly as she put the stirrups up, does she put them? Does she retract them and clean you up there?
She didn't clean me up.
Tell you put some ice on it.
No, she's just like, you're good. All right. If you have any questions,
She put the stirrups back in.
Yeah.
Just throw a paper towel at you and say, clean up.
No, that
Get
was
out?
the person who did my echocardiogram.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Hold on. You got an echo too?
I got an echo a few months ago.
We talked about it.
Oh, okay.
And I got all lubed up, and she threw a towel at me. and was like, "Clean up. I'll meet you in the front."
Now, did they use
Very
any?
upsetting.
Did they was there any lubrication used for
Nope.
yesterday? No,
Just carjack, dry willy.
a dry carjacking.
Yeah, that's why it was.
But you know what? A good thing about a dry carjacking, and it doesn't require a cleanup.
That is true. There was no cleanup necessary.
Right.
So,
So now we're just waiting for the results,
yeah.
which
And
are going to. I mean, you know what? The results are going to come back dusty. Like results.
You're gonna need another sample.
Dust.
Is there examples of cervix cancer? No. Is there examples of polyps? No. Was there what was it? Dust.
Not.
Hello, Anna. This is your gynecologist
hi.
calling you. We have your prognosis.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
doctor.
you tested positive.
You tested positive for dust.
No, you gotta wait. You tested positive, and then you go, oh no.
What?
What for?
Herpes? No. Gono? No. The clap? No.
Dust.
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 Mites too.
Whoa.
Dust
Mites.
and mites.
Yes.
Dust and mites.
Hey, guess what? I got dust mites in my vagina.
How common is that?
Not very.
Yeah,
Only for a hot chick that hadn't been laid for a year and a half. It's very
Don't
rare.
get banged.
Even the
Jeez.
bitch that's got throat cancer answering the question gets more ass than this girl over here. She's
Sure
got dust
does.
mites. But, I mean, if you're there at the bar blitz and you see two chicks and you say, hey, see that one girl over there? She's got herpes. But see that girl over there? She's got dust mites.
Ooh.
I mean,
She's
I don't
in a
know.
yellow dress.
I don't know. I don't know which one you go for. I don't know if you put a condom and you go for the herpes because it's your thing,
Yeah,
or
does she take a Valtrex?
take. Yeah,
I mean-
think. Yeah. Hey, ma'am, do you take Valtrex? Yes, I do.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I see you in the bathroom.
And meanwhile, Anna, you're still
Romantic.
dusty.
I know.
That's your new name.
Dusty.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.